Hi everybody, I'm Seamus.
I'm Josh.
I'm Rootscarn.
I'm Mumbles.
And I'm Chris.
And we're playing just what it says on the tin. Yeah, so this game, I think
It's a weird name for a game.
Yeah, I mean, it's we've made fun of all the other BioWare games, so I guess this is all that's left.
Why not this one?
Well, no,
Why not
we haven't
the
done your precious
BioWare
Jade
game?
Empire yet.
As
Oh,
far
yeah.
as any video game historian type is concerned, this is the BioWare game. This is the first one.
I think it extends further than that. This is for many people in the past 15 years, this is the RPG that every other RPG
Western
gets judged
RPG.
by.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Final Fantasy of Western RPGs. So Mumbles and I, through unanimous decision by Mumbles and myself, we've decided to be a female character this time around.
Yeah.
Ladies.
All right, are you gonna
And
pick
you can
soldier or are you
choose
gonna
your
pick
starting character class?
scoundrel? Are you gonna pick soldier or scoundrel?
Gee, I wonder.
Because those are your two
this
choices
is
here.
actually a significantly less important decision than you might imagine it is.
Oh,
Especially if you play the
actually,
game
John.
properly.
Are you going to take any character levels of scoundrel?
I might
Well, you
take
have
a
to take
few
at least
just to
one.
make it smoother.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to take at least one. So which head should we pick?
That
I'm
one.
different.
She's the pretty.
Which one?
Go back. Go back.
The one with
The one with
Like
the,
the
like,
woman on the 5-second delay.
that one. That
Okay.
one. She's
All
pretty.
right.
So this is a This is the 3rd edition D20 system, and I don't think this is even like the same system they use for the official Star Wars RPG. So this creates a
not
lot
quite.
of weirdness. Like,
This is very ungainly system.
Oh yeah.
intelligence has no usefulness for any feats or powers at all.
Which
the
is
intelligence
consistent
not
with
factored
Star
into
Wars.
anything at all except for skills. And dexterity is a lot less useful than it is in normal D&D because this is a game that has melee weapons being much more powerful than other weapons, so you want a lot of strength.
Yeah, and people don't miss you a whole lot in this game.
And
Wait.
then you've got like Jedi who have charisma and wisdom being important stats.
Yeah, spoiler warning.
I'm not sure if I wanna do more int just so we can like spam skill points because we're a scoundrel.
Does strength matter for a lightsaber?
Strength is
uh,
your damage bonus on lightsabers.
Also, it's
Actually,
it's a
it's 2 hit, isn't
lightsaber.
it?
Dex.
It's 2 hit, is it not?
Yeah. You're running into the
So
fracture
we'll do
line between the
that.
mechanics of the world and the mechanics of the game. Yeah,
Get
a
used to the-
lightsaber should. Yeah,
Get used to the
this
phrase
sensation.
cortosis
Shit.
weave. Everything in this
We
game has
just
cortosis
hit
weave.
Okay. Okay.
That guy, his hairpiece, cortosis weave.
Oh man, I got the new
so we'll
ground
just, like,
car.
hold those points
Got a
around
38
for
engine in
forever.
here. Anti-glare coating on the windshield. Got a cortosis
So-
weave up in the chassis.
Of course, the reason we picked Scoundrel is so that we can crit stack, and that doesn't actually have anything to do with Scoundrel aside from the fact that you start by default with Critical Strike.
You know, so we mentioned
Um,
spoilers a second ago. I want to get on this real quick. We're not going to talk
let's
about the
pop
twist, are we?
toughness.
No,
I
we're
was
not.
gonna say, look,
Yeah, so
this game is so old. Like, why would we
I
hesitate
don't
to
know,
talk
I
about
kind
the
of
twist?
want to not talk about the twist.
Okay, but we talk about it before it happens, so we don't get we don't end up all bunched up trying to talk about it in the moment. But we'll give it a few episodes to not talk about the big twist.
I thought
But
that
you know people are
episode
gonna go for it. Yeah. What?
we would just gasp and go, "Oh my god, I had no idea" for like 20 minutes.
You
Oh
mean
man,
Bruce
I completely
Willis's-
forgot that we're actually Chewbacca's butthole.
Wow.
I think it's interesting to point out important stuff to pay attention to without necessarily talking about the actual twist itself. So
I don't know
for
what you
those
guys are talking
four
about.
of you who have no idea what the twist in this game is, or that there even was a twist,
There are
sorry to
babies
spoil
that watch
there
our
was a
show.
twist.
There are babies that watch our show, and they probably
Yeah,
never
it turns
played
out
this
Bruce
because they're
Willis killed
babies.
Dumbledore.
I don't know why you guys are trying to cover up the fact that Leia is Luke's sister.
That's it. That was the twist that you ruined it,
I mean,
Campster.
so this game
Now
came
it's-
out in
now it's over.
2005. I would say there are absolutely
No, it came
people
out in
watching.
2003, dude.
Sorry,
it's
2003.
older than
2003. This game came out in 2003. There were absolutely people playing this who were born the year it came out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That. Jesus Christ! Don't even say that.
Wow.
God.
So
I
this
feel
is
as old as Seamus now.
You can't possibly.
You don't discover that feeling, Josh. Though it's an entirely new sensation. It's like hearing sound for the first time.
God
So,
damn it! Why do we even have you here?
Just right off the bat, I have to say this is one of the most Star Wars feeling games I've ever played. As far as like so many games, they miss the tone. This has that tone of Star Wars. Beyond having, hey, that really looks like a Star Wars ship. This looks like Star Wars style ships. These ships look more Star Warsy than anything in any of the prequel trilogies. This feels more like Star Wars.
It's really
than the
weird
prequel
because
trilogies.
this game is almost like the prequel trilogy that you wanted, except it doesn't
Yes.
have anything
almost.
to do with it.
Oh, now
Exactly,
it is the prequel
yeah.
trilogy I wanted. Yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah, this began a famous trend of waking up semi-nude in hospitals in the beginning of a game.
Where everything's being blown up. Mass Effect 2, you've got the... What was the spy game that Obsidian made?
Alpha Protocol.
Alpha Protocol
So-
did it.
Already, you're gonna get a kind of a taste of how the dialogue in this game is. When that, if they want you to be stupid, you can't not be stupid. The Ender
Yes.
Spire, what's that? It's only the
It's
fucking
the
ship you've been on, dumbass.
Oh, hey, it's Jenkins. Oh, man, I was so worried you had died, but it was a
Shut
bad
up!
dream
This
and
guy
now
is
we'll
an
wait.
important and meaningful character. He's like ice cream maker guy.
He looks like Vanilla Ice.
Spoiler, this character is really cool.
Who's
He's a
Bastila?
nice guy.
I'm gonna make you guys angry. I often confuse the Endar Spire and Halo's The Pillar of Autumn because they sound very similar to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Those two things sound very similar.
Now it's time to make good on that oath. I know all about your reputation. How you used to
Did he
smuggle
ever
spices
use the
and
word
acid
autumn
along
in
the
Star
Corellian
Wars,
run.
though?
I guess the Republic figured since they couldn't catch you.
That's a
they might as
question
well
for
hire
somebody
you.
way more
I'll
nerdy
admit
than
the
me.
Republic is in
Hey
desperate
Josh,
need
did you
of
just
someone
catch
There's
that? You're
no
not a
such thing.
mercenary.
desperate enough to overlook your shady
Shut up.
past. Now that you signed on for this mission, you're part of the Republic.
Shady past.
Bastila needs all
This
true
is a
I like
long
how this dude is
conversation for
fucking-
two people on a ship
This
that's
is-
busy
Don't
blowing
be
up.
stupid. You won't stand a
This
chance
is
against
so
the
much
Sith by
exposition
yourself.
just
You
thrown
gotta
at
stick
you,
together
just
if
as
you wanna
hard
make
as the
it
game
alive.
fucking
Yeah,
can.
it's
Just like,
he's
"Bruh."
You need to suit up so we can
He's
get
like
out of
Like,
here.
can I
NPCs
just-
explaining
Comparison to
your
modern
backstory.
games, this is super clumsy.
Look, buddy, I know everything you're saying is important, but would it be okay with you if I was wearing pants while you said it to me?
So yeah,
I just
told
put on
you
my
the
fucking
underwear
short
is different
sword because
depending
this
on
is
which
apparently-
class you are.
Because this is apparently a ship of the line circa 1800.
He's like, well, you're the one that sleeps without a blanket all the time.
Yeah, what's
what
up with
else we got
that?
Here? Nothing.
Super fucking weird, lady.
So, one of the weird quirks about this game
Okay,
being
let's move
based
out. We
off
should
of
stick
D&D
together.
is
You'll have more
that
success with a
melee
partner than on your
weapons
own.
are way the fuck better at
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown.
killing
But don't
stuff
worry,
than
I've got the
ranged
override code.
weapons.
You'll have to
Yes,
use me to
yeah,
unlock
that is
the door.
accurate.
It's
Well,
almost
you'll
like
have to
they're
use-
hinting. They're almost like they're hinting that maybe you should use
that the
this
door's
kind of
open, you better
weapon
take the
because
lead.
And
perhaps
they go to like ridiculous lengths to rather than fix this, just justify it.
Yes. Mumbles is
Right.
absolutely
To the
100%
point
right,
where
by the way.
they're even contradicting Star Wars lore. So unfortunately, I am one of those people who knows things about Star Wars. So there's this substance called cortosis, which
God.
in every other appearance had the effect of shutting down lightsabers whenever lightsabers came into contact with it, like disabling them for a period of time. In this game, it's explained that, oh, there's some sort of weird cortosis weave on your melee weapons, which makes them able to block things like lightsabers.
Switch me to the party leader so you can use my security
Which is
skills
why you
to
can
snipe
fight
any test
lightsabers
ammo
with
and open the
lightsaber
door.
animations with a normal sword.
Switch me to the party member.
Oh right,
I love
have
this.
no security points
Like
because I
he
didn't
knows
put
he's
any
in a video
into it.
game. He knows he's in
Yeah.
a video. Switch me to being the main party member.
Oh man, these guys!
These
It's
Sith
so
must be
much
the advanced
nostalgia
boarding
just
party.
came flooding
Welcome,
back to me.
And is it over now?
Alright, dude, chill out.
I have to say,
I got a
after
feeling that won't be
what's
our
it been
last battle
like,
with the Sith.
12
Good thing
years
we have
of
med
game
packs to heal our wounds.
evolution,
Might be a good
this
idea
looks
to use
super
one now
derpy. I mean,
before our
I
next
still
battle.
love this game, but
It-
boy, has it not aged well.
It looks
No,
about as
especially
derpy
not
as
this
Dragon Age
sequence.
Inquisition, honestly.
Oh my god, look at her
that's
butt.
fair.
Oh.
It is
Oh my
so
I've been doing that.
big.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my-
Becky.
I actually kind of
Yeah,
wish
we
you
don't
hadn't
even want
pointed
to
that out.
use critical
I know,
strike
she
at
looks
this
like one of
point.
those rap
Thank you,
guys'
thank
girlfriends.
you.
It's like, I don't actually know the whole thing. I feel bad for not knowing the whole thing.
I think it's Autumn's wind blows amber gust, frigid as the lilac's grass. Damn, that ass is fat.
You could bounce a nickel off that butt.
The Right Honorable Lord Mix-a-Lot KBE.
Oh,
So-
cool. We got.
So looting stuff.
Oh, we got a longsword.
Let's
Man,
make
now
sure
we can reach people
cannot
from.
hit anything.
Now we can
with,
reach opponents from 3 feet away
swords.
instead of 1.5 feet away.
Wow.
Truly a quantum leap in warfare. We're gonna be like light years ahead of those guys.
Look at these losers with their projectile weapons. Like, who uses projectile weapons?
Like,
That grenade was a good idea though.
so, I guess they're like trying to really drill home the fact that the Sith are kind of super evil, but that doesn't make any sense.
No, Josh, you missed the subtle cue. That guy was actually a Republic traitor. You could tell because he had the same death animation as the other 2 guys. So, for the combat, how this is working is he's selecting the attack he wants to use. Some of these operate on cooldowns.
No. It's always by round. There are no cooldowns for anything in this game.
Yeah, it's a round based.
sorry,
Force
yeah, no,
powers
that's
have
what
a
I
resource
meant.
requirement, but that's it.
So, as somebody who recently played through, well, not played all the way through, but played a lot of Dragon Age Inquisition, can I point out how much better this
Maybe this
combat
strike
system
home.
is, even if it's
Oh, no.
nonsensical?
What?
I
You
can
mean
get
in that
behind
you're
that.
not holding down
and-
left click all the time?
And I'll say, as somebody. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna expound on that. Go ahead, Seamus.
Oh, I was gonna take it in another direction. So
Dark
finish
Jedi.
your thought.
This fight is too much for
No, I
me.
was just gonna
Oh,
say
look at
that.
Jedi! Maybe we can get them to join our party. They totally won't die mysteriously.
No, but this was back when BioWare was moving away from
See, they
slowly
win.
moving away from really. Oh my God! I didn't remember that just exploded.
Take her lightsaber.
I know. I always
Yes.
want to get that lightsaber.
Seriously,
but
you
can't.
guys.
Give both their lightsabers and just be like,
Yeah,
oh man, it's
go
hot,
nuts.
it's cold, Dairy Queen.
But no, apparently all she has is a vibration cell.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know how
man.
that is, girl.
Would you bring that with you to a battle, though?
Tali does.
That's important.
Ooh.
It's canon.
Okay, I will.
Oh god, it's canon.
I will say something
you guys.
important about this. This is like when I discovered I liked RPGs. Like, I was a shooter guy in the 90s. That's all I played, and this was one of my first RPGs, and I think this is the one that really clicked for me. and kind of
Right.
like, oh, you know what? I'm not so much
you
a
were not
shooter
into
fan.
the earlier BioWare games, were you?
No, it never occurred to me to get that stuff. I just didn't like.
My name's
those were boring.
Seamus. I like shooters. What's this stupid
Exactly.
RPG thing? I gotta put points and stuff? That's stupid. I have my head on backwards and I drink Mountain Dew.
And
That's so weird though, because I had the exact opposite experience where, like, when I was a kid, BioWare was Baldur's Gate and MDK2, and then I turned away and went to college for a second, and then I came back and suddenly Mass Effect. So I skipped pretty much everything after Baldur's Gate, and they came back and became very different games.
So this is the part where the game completely abandons any pretense of being in the universe for the purposes of this tutorial, and Trask just tells you how to fucking open the menu.
It's really great how skippable this tutorial is.
Have some
it holds up very well on repeated
here,
playthrough.
and
at least
I will
it's
say,
not
actually,
super long.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not super long, and to be honest, the gameplay is about the same as it is for the rest of the game, so...
Yeah. Even though I loved this game back at the time, I will say I found the combat really off-putting. I wanted to press a button and have an attack happen. And what happens is you press a button and it queues it up. Oh, that's the attack you'll do next round. So you're just standing, and I'm like, well, I want to be doing something now. Why is my character standing there? And the game's like, well, you're waiting your turn. And I was like, this is stupid. And I press the button again, trying to get it to happen faster. And it's like, oh, okay, now
Alright,
you'll
Trask,
do that the next.
now all we
next
have
turn.
to do is
man.
survive the tutorial.
A sword in either
Remember,
hand.
don't fucking run off and fight that dude with the sword you pulled out of nowhere. Oh.
I think
Fuck.
by
Okay, so-
playground rules, a sword in either hand beats a double-sided sword.
He did.
You know, the first time I played through this, I thought double-bladed lightsabers were cool, so I ran around with a double-bladed lightsaber all the time. And
Bad
I
idea.
regret that.
Bad idea. You shouldn't do that. It's not. No, wrong way.
You're the last surviving crew member on the Ender Spire.
I love
No, objectively, the most powerful
offensive.
the most powerful offensive setup in this game is dual lightsaber, by far.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. It's actually
do
that
I
way in every
have
single lightsaber
a
game.
Stealth thing? I do not have
In
the ability.
in Jedi Academy, the saber staff is bullshit.
Wasn't I supposed to get a stealth field generator? Because this is a tutorial where you sneak past this guy for some
I think they
reason.
give it to you at this point.
Really?
or
I've
something.
never done that.
But
I've
I don't
always just
have
walked up and stabbed his face.
Well, there's actually a feat for scoundrels which allow them to get like critical attacks when they come out of stealth, but
You know, I've actually
apparently
never
that's not
used
going to
stealth.
happen.
This guy's just hanging out, occupying this fucking spaceship while it's exploding.
Be careful. There's a
It's
whole
like you
squad of
guys
Sith
should
troopers
either.
inside of that door.
Yeah, what is your
You need
goal
to find
here? Are
some
you
way
guys
to bend
blowing
their
this thing up
numbers.
or
You could
trying
reprogram
to
the
seize
damage
control of
control
it? You need to do.
droid
That's an
now.
either
You have repair
or
parts. Or
directive.
you could use
You should not
computer
try and do
spikes
both at
to
once.
slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security system.
Alright, this is
against
the first,
Sith.
like, kind of cool choice you get, and it's like, yeah, okay. It's gonna be this kind of RPG. That's cool.
Yeah, I like it a
don't think
lot.
I put.
Yeah.
Do I put points into either repair or computer use?
God damn it, Joe.
No. Okay, so
Oh, I'm
Cool,
so bored
right.
with your nerd stuff.
what does it take for me to just?
To kill
Oh, no,
everybody. Oh,
What does
it's
it take? Yeah, what does it take for me to just overload the conduit? 5 spikes or
Ooh,
8
do-
repair parts. Let's do the
do it.
droid idea. Let's do.
Oh.
I was always worried that I was gonna miss out on XP for doing this. Like I was always such an XP hound.
That's so
I wanted
funny.
to activate.
And
yeah, I
for
wanted to-
extra measure, let's throw a grenade at them.
Well, always. Once I
That
figured out
didn't
how
do
the
as much
game
as I was
worked.
hoping.
My first time through the game, I had no idea what was going.
I do kind of miss the, like, World of Warcraft style XP indicators that appear over people's heads. It's really
Oh, yeah.
only good when you kill somebody really powerful and you just see a big number and you're like, fucking yeah. Fried chicken for dinner
Now we
tonight.
have the cool prototype vibroblade, which is the first weapon you get that you can upgrade.
There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Who are you?
Republic.
I don't know!
We're the last two crew members.
Because I'm stupid and this dialogue is not super great!
I
What's
like
a
the idea that
republic?
this is just how Karth meets chicks. Like, hey, there's only one escape pod left. You want to go down with me?
Oh,
He spent the last 10
Jimmy,
minutes disabling
wow.
or launching all the other escape pods.
He basically
He's like
just
locked
he's
up. Like there's another guy that's like trying to get out, but he's a dude, and Karth just kind of like quietly locks the
I think there's an
door
escape
so he
pod in
can't get
there.
out.
No, it's not an escape pod. It looks like it's just an empty tube. No, it's fine. Just crawl in there.
Trask totally
actually
won
won
that
that-
fight.
He won that
But-
fight and he's knocking on the
but
door
he,
outside.
Karth wouldn't let him out because he was like, "No, this is my only chance."
Have you seen the gigantic butt on this chick? Who's thinking about letting you in here?
So, I think it's worth it at this point to talk about why we haven't done this game before, which is that this game is a pain in the ass to record properly. It uses the Bink video codec for all of its
That's a name that's stood the
pre-rendered
test of time.
cutscenes, of which there are like
Good to see you up
45.
instead of thrashing about in your
We've
sleep.
just
Oh.
witnessed
Had
like
one hell of a night.
2 in the past 2
Wondered if you
minutes.
ever gonna wake up. I'm
Um,
Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Empire.
and
Spire.
that just does not play well with recording software. Oddly, Open Broadcaster can record it, which is weird, but so I just like that it puts my name in here. I'm Regina
Where am
Cuthbert.
I? How did I get here?
Yes, let's
Who took
continue
my
to be
pants?
really confused.
See how long you can keep this up.
Confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe.
Couple a day.
We're in an abandoned
So
apartment on the planet
Jesus.
Terrace.
That's not good for you.
Bad when our escape pod crashed.
this is this game is kind of a pain in the ass to actually record and edit together. But we finally, I think, gotten to the point where
We're
I was
desperate
tired of
enough.
just having like, hey, we haven't done this game yet. This is the game. Why haven't we done it yet? The
Terrace is under
Sith.
control.
What are
The fleet
those?
is orbiting the planet. They declared war
I'm not.
and they
I'm new to Star Wars. What are those things? Is
I'm
it
sorry,
some sort
I'm-
of chocolate?
that you understand
I'm sorry, I know
why
I've enlisted in the army, but I'm not much of a Star Wars fan.
I'll recruit, but it should come in
No.
handy
The
when we're
backstory
stranded
for the
on
smuggler is you got
There is
hired
no way the Republic
somehow
will be able to get anyone
in
from
the
Sith
army.
blood
I don't
to
know.
help us. If we're gonna
I've
find
never played it.
Bastila,
I never
get
played
off this
Scoundrel.
planet.
Soldiers
hired
are
you.
the easiest
Anybody
by
but
far.
us.
to
Soldier is
play.
definitely the easiest, especially if you don't want to spend any points on levels. Why is it so important to
That
find
smacked my head more
Bastila?
damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi.
What's a
She was
Jedi?
able
I
to
don't know what
strike
that
through
is
and kill
either,
Darth
because
Vader.
I'm new
What
at
point
Star
is he going to
Wars.
understand?
Bastila's
It's not the
key
smack to the
whole
head that did.
Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on
It's
the
when you
Endar
put your
Spire.
intelligence
It's
at
an
8
ambush
there,
for us in the
Josh. I
system.
think that we
I
can
believe
blame all
So-
this
Oh,
on
my
that.
int is 12.
crashed down here.
My
Bastille's deal
constitution
is
is
that
10.
She could basically, she has a rare Jedi power that lets her buff an entire fleet, and this can turn the tide of the battle. That's actually pretty much everything you need to know for a while.
When Bastila's a Jedi, she can probably
Bastila's
look
gonna
after
need our
herself.
help. Many of Darth Malik's
Yeah,
followers.
you think so,
Spoilers,
wouldn't
that
you?
actually happens.
Oh, what are you
Dark
putting that
Jedi.
lampshade? Oh, you're hanging it right there?
I doubt
Like,
anyone's
thank you, game.
specifically looking for us anymore. We're not that important. But if we're careful, we can
Oh,
move
gee,
about
thanks,
the planet without
Karth.
attracting notice.
Yeah, we're not
Luxury
important.
Bastilas have.
Well, I guess
She's
we'll just
gonna
sit
have
here
half
and
the
hang
Sith
out.
looking for her. They know how vital
Knights
she
of
is
the
to
dumb
war effort.
questions.
Bastila's
I
no
like
ordinary
this.
Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation.
Is that the episode
Bastila's
title? Have we
power
done it
can
again?
influence entire armies.
When does he meet with Yogurt and get the Schwartz?
Through the Force,
Battle meditation? What's that?
Confidence and make our enemies lose their will to fight.
In all seriousness, does anyone else get a strong Lone Star feeling from Karth's design and
Yeah.
voice acting?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looks. Look at that dangly hair over his
Oh, I
forehead
wanna
and
cut
that
off
brown
his stupid
jacket.
face.
She probably never even had a chance.
And he
do
sounds
so.
like that evil
I'm guessing
traitor
she
from
barely
early
got out.
Voyager.
And now,
Now's a
Wait,
good-
that's because he is.
Now's a good time to mention that Mumbles talked us into romancing Karth with this playthrough.
So if Basil's gonna escape,
Because I hate it, and it'll be
she's gonna
fun.
need our
Oh,
help.
I was gonna
You'll
go
probably
for
need
Juhani instead.
I knew
'cause
you
this is
would.
like the only video game ever that has more romance options if you're female than if you're male.
This is the Juhani
While you
one.
were
I
out
actually, I think I'm
scouting
one
around,
of like 2
there
people on the
reports of
planet
a
that
couple
actually
escape
thought
pods
Juhani was
crashing down into the
interesting,
Undercity.
and everybody else just
Place
hated
to
her and
start.
thought she was dumb
Yeah,
and
she's a
boring.
dangerous
Kind of
place.
occupied
I-
that
They're
space
unprepared.
where
Won't
you
be
left her
Basil
on the
any
ship
good
and
if
completely
going
forgot she
get herself
existed.
Yeah, you didn't. She was kind of superfluous from a combat standpoint. But as much as I talked to her, I never, and I played
I'll
as a
tell you
female
whatever
several
I can,
times,
though
I
don't know how
never
much help it is.
stumbled into the lesbian option with her. I did not know that was a thing or that it was possible.
So,
It's kind
yeah,
of a
Juhani.
soft option.
Juhani is the first character in Star Wars to be a
With
gender or
Revan's
sexual
death,
minority.
Malak became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malak's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush any.
So here
So-
we've got some backstory of what the hell is going on. So this is 4,000 years before any of the Star Wars movies. Keep that in mind as we walk around a suspiciously similar to modern Star Wars universe here.
I try not to hold that against it. I mean, really, these are the notes that like that feel like Star
Sounds
Wars,
like
and if they
Malak
made
and
it-
the Sith
They're
have the
butchers,
right idea.
civilians,
Right?
people,
Yeah.
even children.
Well,
Let's be evil.
I kind of like the idea that the Star Wars universe doesn't really change
be
that
long
much
until even the
technology-wise
falls to the
for a
Sith
very long time. That's kind of a unique idea.
I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
an interesting. Hey, remember how I said the Sith had the right idea? Don't worry, we'll stop
But the
them.
Republic hasn't been able to stop them so far. even with their
Sounds like
support
they
from
had the
Jedi
right
tools.
idea, so let's
I
put a
think
stop
Basil
to it,
may
because
be
I
a
hate
galaxy
good
Okay,
ideas.
one last question.
I hate
Where's
success.
So what's Luke
Good
Skywalker
idea.
doing about
We can use
this?
abandoned
Where's
apartment
he?
as a base. We could probably get some
Yeah,
equipment and
he's
supplies here in the
minus
Undercity.
4,000
Just remember to keep
years
a low profile.
old
There's some great
right now,
stories
so
about Dark Jedi.
Luke Skywalker, you must have hit your head harder than I thought.
Things to report. Why
should
should we
fucking
He's
named,
not part of this
named
continuity.
her Luke Skywalker just for the hell of it.